It was like, yo, you playing Beto? And he's like, yeah, I'm playing Beto. A lot of players' results dropped for a bit, though, because they tried it and just couldn't get it to work consistently.
Yeah. I mean, Esam's always kind of been experimenting with, like, weird control styles and stuff, too, right? Now he's, like, on the box.
Yeah. But that's cool, you know?
It is cool.
Very, very good that you can see a player who is already, like, hit that skill, stay at that skill with a controller that isn't so traditional. Especially in so many games, like in Melee, there's so many.
Right. Yeah, there's so many different ones, too, right?
Yeah.
Either way, we got Shu versus GuyGuy. Winners finals, guys. Top 3 of this tournament. Both of these players have made their way there, and it hasn't been an easy road either, right? Upsets on both of their parts to get here. Shu, though, looking unstoppable today.
Yeah, I was just thinking, even though Shu has gotten really good Zero Suit matchups, like you got the Kazuya, you got Luigi, and you got Duck Hunt Dog, Shu is still playing out of her mind throughout all these sets. Like you could see that she is working to like actually rack up the percent, put in damage, and get her kill confirms, and also baiting out her opponents, trying to go up for what they want. It's looking really, really good. But GuyGuy, you know, bringing it back, making this game still close.
Yeah, dude, people lose good matchups for their character all the time, right? So you can't chalk it up to just bracket luck or some kind of favorable run here. Shu is still taking down some of the best in the business on her run, and oh my God! Oh,
I knew it! I knew it.
Actually in jail with the low air drift of Luigi. Yeah, there's just no way you're getting away from that. The killer instinct from Shu, down to trade stocks.
The thing is, too, down to trade stocks against a character like Luigi, where this character is really made to make these comebacks. You know, this is how the comeback story like starts. Like, she went for the down air, but then she got zero death 2 times in a row, you know? But let's see this consistency, keep it up. Oh, wow.
Yeah, Luigi's one of those characters who wanted 3 stock.
No.
Oh no, you're playing with fire here.
See, this is when I get scared. This is when you start seeing the plunger.
Oh my God. You're a psychic, bro. That's why we brought you on, man. We need these top players who know what they're talking about. Us commentators, bro.
Like I close my eyes and I'm like, he's gonna grab.
How did you know? I thought we were gonna see a turnaround grab after that. Oh, could have been everything. Yo, Shu just wants to end it now. She's like, end this nightmare. Let the suffering stop. Oh, no, please don't die first. Okay. You never know, man.
If she lost all 3 stocks to down air.
Oh my God.
That would be the best game one ever.
She's putting the shoes on him, man. Oh God, that was almost the funniest game of all time, dude.
Wow.
Like, she played way too well to lose that. Wait, what? Oh, never mind. I wasn't looking at the screen. I heard Luigi as DDD, and I was like, there's no way this guy just busted out the winners finals DDD. By the way, we are now in best of 5 territory.
Yeah. Lose 1 game, go DDD, you know the vibes.
I think characters like Luigi, by the way, have a weakness in best of 5, right? The best of 3 is so easy to kind of just pull the rug from underneath your opponent's feet, hit them with something they've never seen or just didn't have time to adapt to, right? They couldn't figure out your patterns, what you're looking for, but in a best of 5, it's kind of that slow burn, and you got to keep it fresh for so many games in a row, so many stocks in a row, just to keep your opponent surprised. Oh my God!
The back hit of up air. I would have never thought it. I would have never thought.
I didn't even realize that that was what killed. I thought it was like weak back air, but I'm like, no, that doesn't look like that. I've never seen that move kill off the side, I don't think, in my whole life.
Yeah, that was crazy. It was in a really good like angle, so I thought it was just gonna be a normal back air, but no. But GuyGuy's just really, really good at racking up damage really, really fast. Like, you don't even process that like GuyGuy's been in a disadvantaged state for like a while. He just comes back, racks up percent, and the game's just even. Like, he's down to stock right now, but it only takes like 1 back air, 1 up smash, 1 down throw down B, even it up, and then just 1 more hit with Luigi.
That's why this character's so hard to beat, right? Because you can wail on him for so long, and you feel like you're in the driver's seat, everything's going great, but then the one mistake you make actually ends in a stock, right? Like, you have to be perfect with your punish game on this guy just to match his speed, or, you know, speed of taking your stocks away.
Yeah. That's the thing with what you said earlier about Luigi being good or better in best of 3s and best of 5s. It's like, when you think about it, if you only take 6 stocks off your opponent in a best of 3, you only need to do a 0 death 6 times at most. Versus being in a best of 5, we have to do that 9 times. Like, just doing that so many more times, especially in I would say like in a high-level bracket, like let's say it was Miami, where the whole bracket is best of 5, it's going to get tiring. You know, you're going to have to be very consistent throughout the day to hit these combos and not drop them.
Yeah, I wonder how GuyGuy's performance will vary in the best of 5 bracket compared to this Arcadian. Obviously, you know, there are going to be globally ranked players allowed, so he'll have some more challenging opponents. But just having to go for the long haul could actually impact his performance, or it could have the opposite effect because, you know, he's a pretty cerebral player, I will say. He's picking up on habits, looking for those panic options, and doing a great job of capitalizing. So that also gives him more time to adapt. But right now, it's all about Shu, a 2-stock to put a cap on, not, you know, finishing off the set, but just adding a little more spice to that game 1 win. Saying, yeah, it wasn't a fluke.
But is Shu even going to drop a game in this top 8? Has Shu dropped the game this tournament?
She has to have at some point along the way, right? I'm going to pull up the bracket right now just because I've got to verify that.
Shu just might win without dropping a game.
I will be very impressed if her record is spotless to this point.
Max, I know you were bringing it up earlier, but I didn't think it would ever come out. But here it is.
Wow, the GuyGuy Greninja.
The frog is out, and it's looking better than ever right now.
Yeah, definitely a more favorable matchup, I'd say, than Luigi versus Zero Suit on paper. But
yeah,
we don't play the game on paper. We play it on controllers and monitors and, you know, the human element and a crowd in the background and all kinds of things that could be affecting you. So we'll see if GuyGuy's able to deliver on the great lead that he's got so far.
Yeah. To be honest, though, the way I think about this is you already know that Luigi Zero Suit's not the best matchup, and you have a Greninja, like, secondary dual main, maybe. I feel like you want to start that matchup with Greninja, because it's like, if it doesn't work with Greninja, I'll just go my main, you know? You can make the judgment before you even, like, try your main. Because let's say this was game 1, you're already coming out with a strong lead. Because you're coming out with a strong lead, you can tell yourself, like, why were you able to get this lead, and then let's say you lose this game, you know why you lost that game, you can clutch up for game 2 and 3. But now, because you're only in game 1, you only have so many games to adapt versus Shu, who only has to adapt to your Greninja.
Yo, Goblin, I just checked the Carfax, brother. You were right. Shu has not dropped a single game in this Arcadian.
You know Shu doesn't want to start now.
She was also definitely not favored to make it this far, right? I would say in the like 10 to 15 seed range territory. I don't even think she was seeded for top 8.
Wow. And we're in finals. We're in finals, Max.
This is crazy. I mean, so far though, GuyGuy on pace to make this one happen. Up a stock and then some. Shu getting a chance to fire back here though. Let's see if she's actually able to take this stock, maybe tie things up.
Yeah, no flip kick here. So this is definitely looking a lot harder for Zero Suit just because Greninja's another character too who really fell off the meta. You know, very strong character in like 2019, the first year of Ultimate, because he was really good at what people didn't know like their characters could at. He was very good at moving in the game, and people weren't really good at moving because it was like the beginning of the game. But now that everyone knows how to move, he's kind of just weaker. He's just a weaker, quick character who's hard to hit, but he also can't really kill. He can't really punish you out of shield. You know. He has a lot of lackluster options, but Zero Suit was one of these characters who didn't do the best into Greninja because he's so hard to hit. He's so tiny, you know.
Right. By the same token, I feel like Greninja's doing pretty well these days, especially with Tarek coming out a little bit more.
Yeah.
Putting up some big numbers. Yeah.
I know he had a big like Kazuya phase, but I think most of his wins to this day still are with Greninja.
Yeah, it's definitely a player who's kind of come into his own in like this last year or so of Ultimate. Always been really good, but oh my god. It's definitely looking better than ever. And GuyGuy's Greninja looking quite good as well. Outperforming the Luigi already, even though he hasn't finished the game here. He's at least got Shu at last stock. He's got her sweating at this point.
Yeah, he has the lead too. And you know, if you're Shu, this game specifically, you're scared. You don't want to lose this game, you know. You're about to get into grand finals. You haven't dropped a single game. Like, you want to close this out 3-0. You don't want to lose the game to the Greninja secondary because you don't know what could happen. So, one fizz up beam, we're seeing Shu lock in.
All right, and the margins have shrunken so much, right? When GuyGuy had 3 stocks, Shu was already at like 90, 100%. And this time, evening up the stocks with like 20 in extra credit. It's looking good for Shu here. But hold on, not since GuyGuy has respawned. Just been on a tear, 60 straight % unanswered. Only 1 straight hit coming in for Shu.
Yeah, this is a very scary situation. I think, you know, Shu just needs to get her footing back in before, what do you call it? Before she goes in for like a big nair like combo string, I think. Just because Greninja is so hard to hit, and if you mess up like one thing, you're gonna get caught out like that.
Wow, and the down smash as the finisher right there. GuyGuy saying, hey, this might be my secondary, but it can perform at the level of my Luigi. It can, in fact, outperform my Luigi in certain matchups, in certain situations. And she's going to put, or sorry, GuyGuy is going to put the first stain on Shu's spotless record.
Yeah,
Stain the Jays, man.
This is GuyGuy's message to everybody that Shu can bleed. You know, you can still take games even when you're down 0-2 in a best-of-5 set. So I wonder if we're going to see a character switch here. Oh.
No way.
It's character first?
Shu?
No.
I don't think Shu is going to switch, right? I don't think she even has another character that comes out in bracket all that much.
It's the Mario.
Yeah, Mario is her secondary, but
Yeah.
have you seen this in a high-stakes setting?
I think I've seen this in like a down 2-0 setting, you know? This is like the character she goes when Jushu just wasn't working out for her. And I feel like to check GuyGuy in this matchup on a switch is still a pretty good idea because you're already up 2-0. You have a game to lose. So if your secondary doesn't work out, you go back to your main.
Yeah, I like the fact that she did this after losing her very first game of the day, right? And especially in this best-of-5, and especially at this time in the set. Yeah, you're totally right. You still have a game to blow here. On paper, again, Greninja, pretty good against ZSS. It's hard for her to fight those small characters, especially when they're really fast and cross you up a whole bunch. Makes your out-of-shield game feel almost invalidated sometimes. Mario kind of patches up a lot of those holes.
Yeah, Mario is really good out of shield, which messes with Greninja's approach game because Greninja loves down tilt and dash attack. You also have the up smash out of shield, so very, very good. And Mario, again, Mario's not the easiest character to hit. He's very low to the ground. He's going to run to grab you, and then he's going to spam a lot of backers to catch you slipping on your run-in. So if Shu plays to that game, like right there, you're going to get a lot of mileage coming out from Mario there.
Bear out of shield. Wow. And yet again, that slight hurtbox shift on the forward smash, so valuable for catching landing aerials. Also, just that move in general is great for catching all sorts of landings. That's how Shu took the first stock, calling that air dodge out after a down throw. And suddenly, things are looking so different. The other Mario brother coming out on Shu's end, however, but just couldn't reach the ledge right there. Kind of a sloppy recovery. You don't expect too much out of the secondary, I guess.
Yeah. I think she thought she was going to get hit by one of the shurikens if that guy was going to let it go early. So she delayed her up B, but I think she delayed it way too long.
Yeah, not quite the hops that ZSS has. Of course, this is Jumpman himself. You know, he can make it back. Wow, the ledge drop nair. Love that. A lot of players, they'll make the folly of doing a drop-off double jump aerial just to kind of stay higher and closer to the ledge, just to play it safe. But no, sometimes you have to drop off with the button in order to actually hit your opponent. Yeah,
and if you're doing that with a character who doesn't have the best recovery, you just have to have hope that your hitbox hit, or you're going to have a really bad reversal. I think Mario does have a worse recovery, so he can actually get away with that pretty well.
All right, Shu working on this last stock of GuyGuys here. Oh, looking for the footstool dare out of shield. I like that. Greninja, very weak out of shield, but that's your one out, basically. Your fastest by far.
All right, getting a lot of damage. I feel like Shu is on the verge of starting up a lot of ladder combos, like right there. But I think what she's going for, she's just going for a lot of like secondary, just hard read like things, you know. Like she's just gonna go for the B or the F smash if she can. Doing that with no jump, not teching there, definitely gonna cost you.
Wow, that was super unfortunate on GuyGuy's end right there. I mean, of course, we all know the multi-hits into the stage could be a little tricky sometimes, but Mario's up B, like Roy's up B, those are some that you got to know the timing for.
Yeah, especially when you don't know how many times Shu's going to press B when she does the Mario up B. Like, it could have just been 1 or 3 hits, but because Guy didn't know, he got mixed up really, really hard. Missing the tech there.
This is like one of the best running gags, I got to say. Yeah, for those of you guys who are brand new to Smash, you actually do have to input the move every single time when you use a multi-hit.